Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the Booking community and around the world. Babe, wake up. It's another episode of The Morning After. Shout out Kish and his cup and chat. Babe, wake up. It's another episode of The Morning After, and we've got conference tourney season in full swing. Oh, my Lord. The phone just took a nosedive off the desk, and I'll tell you what that means. We got early plays on the board. We'll get them quick. You take Florida State with the points, and you take UCF with the points. We're taking points in conference tourneys in March. Let me grab my phone. Okay, I got the phone. She took a nosedive off the table. That's okay. That happens. It's part of life. It happens. It's part of life. Just keep rolling with the punches. It's Florida State. We got Josh in the stew. We got another great episode of The Morning After. We're going to go through the entire college basketball slate today. But we had a legacy day yesterday that I think people don't. What?
Kelsey.
What are we giggling at?
Kelsey just roasted you again for the fit.
Wake up, Mike. Learn how to match his hat to his outfit. Yeah, you guys like that? You like that PLL
That
drip?
roast yesterday was good.
You like that PLL drip?
What,
When he was like doing
the
too
vest.
much? Yeah, the vest.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was good.
Yeah, where's that loser in chat yesterday?
Yeah.
Miami? I heard
Jabba?
they were. But Miami was a good look, right? Against Plus Chicken BC.
They didn't lose by 15, did they?
No way, dude. Wait, because he said we didn't know what we were talking about.
Yeah.
And then we put him, and then he gave us BC. No, that's right. He gave us Miami because he's brain dead. That's right. I forgot. That happened yesterday. I can't believe that happened yesterday. Wow, that really did happen yesterday. And I guarantee you, he doesn't show his face.
No chance.
I guarantee he doesn't show his face.
No chance.
I guarantee he doesn't show his face. Listen, we had a legacy day yesterday, and I did see a tweet about it, and I will address it. Because somebody was like, yo, it's tough sometimes because you like, we said we went 7-3 yesterday, but they're like, sometimes you just say you like the plays. If I say I like a play, like I have money on it, I promise.
Yeah.
Like, and of course, towards the end of the episodes, when I do like the quick recap, like I promise you all those teams that I say I have money on.
Yeah, if you could see Mikey's Sportsbook, it's literally just 10 plays a day.
Yeah, no, it's gross. Like it's
But it's all under control though. You know what I mean? Like you're not like
no, it's responsible.
getting out of your comfort zone.
It's
Like
responsible. Yeah.
That's the word that I was looking for, and I could not
Yeah,
find
you're
it.
not getting out of your gourd. No, it's $100 use, and I do them straight. I have like 10 to 11 straight plays normally. Sometimes I keep to 5 to 6. That's like my ideal number. During conference tournament time, I'll do 100. Yeah. I'll do 10.
Maybe every game.
Yeah, I'll do 10. But we had Taos plus 6.5 donkey, But here's the thing about it, guys, is it's conference tourney season, and this is why we're taking these plays, right? We said Towson with the points coming off a game where they're marching. You just take the points, plus 6.5, hit in the jaw. Like there is no amount of capping you can do with the matchup, how they play. Like there's just certain teams and especially certain scenarios in conference tourneys where you just take the team with the points because there's no reason to take a juice favorite.
Yeah.
Such as Gonzaga. Why am I taking Gonzaga when St. Mary's is shooting that hot? Hand up. That was horrible. That was like my best play of the day yesterday. They got smoked.
That's how it works sometimes.
I had to join a new book. Got a couple free play, a couple beans, put it all in Gonzaga. Immediately lost it. So that'll happen. We told you George Washington plus 2.5, free as air. We told you Boston College money line, leave the points at the door, free as air. Not Miami. Just want that on record. Not Miami. And by the way, guys, Trent sat right here in the chair, heard the Boston College, heard that we were taking it, put Miami in the Fugazi 5. So here we go.
Trent said, why the fuck am I taking Gonzaga in all caps?
Why'd you take Miami?
He said, I woke up fucking mad.
Why'd you take Miami is the better question.
Yeah, that is.
Why would you take Miami is the better question.
That was insane.
And then text me about it and tell me that you're taking Miami. Like, I don't care what you take. Like, I think that's where people get it twisted. Like, I put out what I want and I talk about the plays that I want. But like, if you're not tailing it, like I don't care.
It was a squad ride. That's why.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if that ride, I don't know how that ride went. UCF donkey started the day green.
Yeah.
Donkey. The Milwaukee Oakland over. I mean, all they know how to do in Milwaukee is score points and they can't play defense. So you take it every time. I think, what was it, 80 to 90 something, 80 something?
I think it was like
the final score was absurd.
It was 80, 70, 83, 79 or something.
Yeah. And no, I think someone had 90s in there.
I don't.
And there's a high 80, a low 70.
It went over.
Yeah, it went over.
Yeah.
Wagner plus 8.5. That was Josh.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I was like, why? What did I say about that game? I was just like, what do you think about the Wagner game? And I was like, I got nothing. You're like, why would we not take Wagner? Yeah, it's Wagner.
Well, they're Trent's little wagon. He was on stream and he didn't even like love them. So
And then Denver plus 10.5. We said right at the end of the show. That's just
Yeah.
been our little wagon. You ride them, no rest. They covered that. But we did have some losers. You know, we don't
Yeah.
hide from the losers. Gonzaga, big time loser. NC State, big time loser. Hooked.
Hooked.
Did you see that?
Yeah, 9.
Hooked. Big
Yeah.
time loser. What was our other big time loser? I just had it up.
I think it was the other game that was a 9.5 spread.
Oh no, it was those dirty Georgia Tech Yellow
Oh
Jackets
yeah.
that went down 15, up 3, and then lost outright. Killed the day.
Not really. That was an early game. We still
No, it did, but
Still
I'm
finished
just
strong.
saying, like, you know,
yeah.
a
the
loser's a
vibe,
loser.
Yeah, yeah.
People forget I went 3-1 in the NBA. Spurs, Knicks, and the other one hit. The Bucks sold 3-1 in the NBA as well yesterday. I fed you guys an NBA card that went 3-1, and I don't even fucking watch the sport. I don't even watch the league, and I gave you a 3-1 NBA card.
I might have an NBA play for you today.
It was Knicks, Spurs. What was the other one? Oh, Knicks, Spurs, Clippers, and the Bucks. And the Bucks were the only ones that lost. I fed you a 3-1 NBA card, and I don't even watch the league. I don't even know who's lining up for those teams. And I gave you 3-1. Some people watch that league religiously and can't go 3-1.
Yeah. Is that 10-4 then?
Yeah, it's literally 10-4. Like, these kids out here don't even understand, man.
You said yeah. Clippers won, right?
They covered, right?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they covered.
They got smoked.
Are you sure?
Lost by 18.
Are you sure? Or
That's-
no, did we take the Timberwolves then? Which one did I take? I took a side in that game.
I forgot.
What
You
was
went
the
so
side in that
fast.
game?
That was why.
I know I did go
remember.
fast. Did Trent's mortal lock go over while he's talking shit? Not even close. Thanks for that 142 over that didn't miss by 10 points, Trent. That was good, right? Thank God. Just take the team that has the highest overs every day on the board against the Thunder. That was
Cute
good.
said he needs my NBA play like air. We'll get to it.
You have an NBA play?
I have an NBA play for you.
Josh. Listen, guys. Before we go into the college basketball slate, I woke up angry today. And I feel like for once in my life, since doing this whole sports betting social media thing, I'm going to stand on a little business. Just a little bit of business. Josh, can you pull up the tweet from this morning?
Oh, I can.
Can you pull up the tweet from this morning?
There she is.
I just want everyone to soak this in for a second. Okay? Just soak that in for a second. All right, get the tweet off. Get the tweet off the screen. And I'm putting a hold on my cursing limit. Okay? Putting a hold on my I'm fucking done. I'm actually fucking done. Not one time in this social media thing have I ever gone at anyone. Have I ever tweeted anything negative about anyone that's doing anything else? I've only tweeted negative things about athletes. Have I ever clowned somebody that I don't directly work with, whether it's Trent or Chelly? Have I ever made fun of someone for doing something that they're doing on the public feed? Not one fucking time. And I'm done now. Like, I'm done. I'm done with these fucking dork losers using me for their best tweets of the day, for their best posts of the day, for their best fucking anything, any interaction. And the fact that a college basketball content profile is clowning me for making a bracket for conference tournaments. I'm sorry I didn't put Purdue and UNC and Tennessee to win their tournaments. Put a fucking bracket out, you dork. Put a fucking bracket out. How about you actually make content around college basketball then? Put a fucking bracket out, you dork. Like, actually, I'm so tired. I'm so done. And I get ragged on the most.
Oh, for
So he's like, oh, Mikey, oh, here comes fucking Mikey. Here comes Mikey. But guess what? You can't do the views, college basketball. You can't do the views, college basketball content. Put a bracket out, put it on TikTok, see how it does.
Dude, if
See how it does.
if Cuse wins the ACC, it's over.
Dude,
It's over.
like, I don't understand. If I put out a bracket where Purdue wins or UNC wins or Tennessee wins, it's the same shit. It's that time of the year on TikTok
Yeah,
where it's
yeah.
like, oh, he picked all number 1 seeds.
Yeah.
But because I tried to get in my bag and pick some upsets, like, imagine if I picked Georgetown to win the Big East the year they won it.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, fucking, here comes TikTok again with the fucking Georgetown Hoyas 9 seed. Like, literally blow me, dude.
Trent said, I got to side with the Twitter account here.
Yeah, I bet you would, dude. You're a fucking all-time hater, Trent. All you do is wake up and hate, bro. You literally take plays from people just so you can hate on them. I guarantee you start stream today by yelling at the Sharps for Miami. Hey, buddy, you're clicking your own fucking buttons. Like, I don't know if he knows. I don't know if he knows that he's clicking his own fucking buttons. But I woke up so hot this morning because I'm so tired of it. I don't do anything. Like, I literally, all I do is stay in my lane. I don't put my blinker on and jump into lanes. Not one time. Not one time. I've had accounts dedicated to like just clowning me for months when I first started doing this. So it's like, dude, I'm over it. Like I'm tired of it. So enjoy your best tweet of the fucking year. Take your 1,000 likes, your fucking 200,000 views. You're welcome. Just so you know, you're welcome. You can have that. And everyone else that wants to use me for it, but I'm done now. Like I'm done. Like I might start clapping back. Like I actually might. And I've never clapped back before on the internet, but I might have to take off these straps and I might have to start clapping back. Like I might have to.
Why not?
Because I can't do it anymore. Like I actually can't.
Why
like,
not?
It's getting so annoying. Like I can't do it. I can't.
I feel it. I get you. It's like I was saying before, it's like good. I mean, obviously it's annoying as fuck, but like
No, dude. I mean,
people
I'll
are
take
seeing
it.
your shit.
Yeah,
It's
thanks
like,
for putting my face on a tweet that has 200,000
Yeah.
views now. And by the way, if any of those conference tournament winners win, oh my God, you're in fucking trouble.
yeah.
Oh my God, you're in trouble. You are in trouble. But here's my thing about it though. And then I'll be done with it because I know you guys don't want to hear me bitch and complain because I'd rather just talk about the slate. Your account is called college basketball content. What do you think I'm doing with those fucking brackets, you brain dead idiot? Like, what do you think I'm doing with those brackets? Like, genuinely, what do you think I'm doing with those brackets? It's content for college basketball fans to either have a conversation about, to either say they don't like that play, or to see their college go far. Half my DMs right now are Cuse fans being like, yo, thanks for all the love.
Yeah.
The other half are Purdue fans being like, I can't believe you have Minnesota upsetting us. Like, it's creating conversations. It's content around college basketball. And all these guys that open a fucking Twitter account and have a little blog that think they like know ball. I've never claimed to be smart. I've literally never claimed to be smart. And I guarantee you, if you put fucking college basketball content, whoever runs that page in this chair right now, I'll talk circles around them when it comes to college basketball. But when I'm making a bracket for content, like what do you think the purpose of that was? Like, do you think I was just like, you know what, dude? Here's my fucking Big Ten winners, man.
I just
like,
really want people to know who I think's winning the Big Ten.
who do you think's winning the Big Ten?
No.
Oh,
I'm just saying,
yeah,
like, it's
dude,
about
yeah.
me.
Like, do you guys think I actually care? Like, I obviously care. I'm betting every single game, but like my March Madness bracket is what matters to me.
Yeah.
But, like, do you think I woke up like that morning and was like, I really want people to know who's going to win the ACC? I saw the ACC bracket and I was like, I think Syracuse can make a run.
Yeah.
So I made a video about it.
Yeah,
So I
who
made
cares?
a piece of content about it. Sorry it hurt your feelings that you can't do that. Like, my bad. My bad, dude. My bad. Also, shout out Ethan for editing those. Just want to give him a round of
Unreal.
applause.
Yeah.
Grins is on vacation, so Ethan's stepping up, and he killed it, dude. He did a great job with those
Absolutely.
videos. I'll tell you what.
Oh yeah.
I feel like Ethan, by the way, for those of you that may not know, is one of our editors. Still in college, by the way.
Yeah.
So juggling classes and editing. But dude, I feel like I've sent him like an example. We didn't have to have one phone call, and he
No.
just fucking banged it out. I think I called him one time this weekend about a reaction video because I just wanted to make sure because I feel like I wasn't communicating well over text. And he was like, "No, yeah, I got it. I'm already good." And I was like,
Yeah, he knows ball.
like literally, Ethan knows ball. Ethan should be putting out brackets as he should be putting out brackets. But my whole thing is, and I'll stop it here because then we'll go into the slate because I want to talk about the slate, or we'll talk about the two free agencies I want to talk, and then we'll go into the slate. But my only thing is like, you guys, like, they never know what they want. And it's always the first thing we do is hate, right? Like, it's like,
Yeah.
if I put out a bracket where Syracuse wins in the ACC, it has 500,000 views, and half of them are like, dude, fuck Cuse, my dude. And the other half are like, this kid doesn't know ball. This is why TikTok sucks. Like, TikTok creators are botted. Like, this kid. But if I had, God forbid, UNC, oh, this kid's so fucking square. Like, you don't know what you're doing. You're just picking the one seed. Like, you guys can never, there's never a give and take.
No,
There's never a
it's a
give and take.
lose-lose.
It's literally a lose-lose.
Like in the comment section for sure.
Like,
but-
I don't think these guys understand. Like, when I put out any sort of video on any platform, it's a lose-lose for me. Like, literally not a single video that I can put out is like a win-win for me where it's like, oh, you guys like it and I like it. It's a lose-lose for me. Because someone is always going to feel a certain way, and there's always going to be a negative connotation around it.
That's funny.
But I'll tell you what, this March might have done it. I might start clapping back and standing on some serious business because I'm actually tired of it.
Yeah.
Like, tired of it. Just the strays. The strays have got to stop. They've got to stop.
They will when Syracuse wins.
Dude, and if Syracuse wins, holy shit.
Might take them to win the tournament if they win.
Holy shit. Holy shit. All right, let's talk about some free agencies. I'm done bitching and complaining, but what do we got, Josh? I love the graphic.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Like, I love the graphic.
It's awesome.
The graphic might be one of my favorite parts of the show. All right, but I'll actually start with the what in the world.
Yeah.
Drew Lock signed to the Giants might be the best signing in free agency. Because I'll tell you why. Because the Giants front office literally came out and said they're having buyer's remorse when thinking about Daniel Jones. If I'm Daniel Jones, I'm out. Like, I'm like, dude, are you guys fucking kidding me? I would rather prove the fan base wrong than my ownership. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where I'd be at with that. If I'm the Giants, this is a genius move. Get rid of Saquon, bring in Drew Lock. You let them have a quarterback competition. Drew Lock is winning that quarterback competition. You maybe win 3 games.
Yeah.
And now you get a fire pick out of it.
They get Shador.
Yeah, you get your guy. Like, that's what they're doing. Like, yeah, we're bringing in Drew Lock, little just quarterback. No, that kid is starting week 1.
Yeah, I had a little wager with Yale yesterday that Daniel Jones will not be the week 1 starter for the Giants.
Dude, I don't think it's that hot of a take when you start thinking about the implications of if the Giants have a bad year. Like, they're in rebuild mode. They have no wide receivers. They have no running back. They basically have no quarterback with what their ownership
They have
is
no
saying.
offense.
Like,
Their offense is nothing.
Yeah, we could go position by position. They don't have tight end. Like, they have literally nothing.
Their defense is their defensive line's insane, but that's about it.
So you just put Drew Lock at the helm.
Yeah.
What if Drew Lock turns up one time though? Giants in the playoffs.
Dude, you know he's gonna turn up.
I
Like,
mean,
there's
he
gonna
might
be
for there'll
there's
be
gonna be
4
3
games.
Yeah, there's gonna be 3 or 4 games where he looks like, oh wait, is this guy a franchise QB? He's done that his entire career, like on the Broncos and the Seahawks. Like,
Yeah, no, he
he always-
will. He'll rap on the sidelines, and
Yeah.
the New York media will be like, "This is
Oh my
fucking it."
God,
Like what
yeah.
they did with Tommy DeVito, they'll be
Yeah.
like, "This kid is sick."
yeah, he is sick.
And then he'll throw a couple picks, and they'll be like, "Get DJ back in there." But
Hey,
dude, what a weird move though.
well, I think Daniel Jones is just done.
Like, he's got to be done.
I think he's done before the season even starts. I have a feeling that they're
You
going
think
to
he might get
draft a
cut?
quarterback. I think they're going to draft a quarterback and then cut him.
Wow.
I mean, I feel like
I don't know if that's like a hot
feel
take
like
or not.
you-
That feels like a hot
I
take.
feel like you can't compound mistakes as a GM in the NFL. I feel like that's what makes your team worse. Like, I think letting him stay on the team for this year, just get rid of him, like start fresh. Like, you fucked up. Just
Yeah.
get rid of him, call it a day. It is what it is. And go on to whoever they're gonna draft. It's probably gonna be like, I have a feeling they're gonna take JJ.
Dude,
I don't know
if
why.
the Giants take fucking JJ McCarthy, mail it in.
I mean, I agree.
Mail it in, dude.
But I would rather have
We
him-
get like mail.
I'd
I
rather have him
watched
than
him
Daniel
play
Jones,
live. Like,
no?
mail it in.
JJ or Daniel Jones.
I mean, Daniel Jones, he's already got experience. You're just restarting with a bot that can't run. At
He
least
can
you know
run.
Daniel Jones can
He
run.
can run a little bit.
Can't run as well as Daniel Jones. Though Daniel Jones was
remember
what,
when
the
he-
fastest
when
speed
he
that
was
one
a-
year?
Yeah. Well, then he fell. He tripped over his feet and
He did.
fell.
He did.
JJ McCarthy, his freshman year, was like strictly a running quarterback. Like, he would come into the game.
Dude, he looked
for-
loose this year for Michigan. I know
No,
they
yeah,
won the
I
national
don't,
title.
I'm not
but,
saying
like,
he's good. I don't think that he's good. But, like, I think that I would rather have him than Daniel Jones. Because you know what Daniel Jones is.
But
You know
do
that
you
he's
though?
just
Because you've
mid.
given him like no weapons, no protection.
Yeah, he stinks.
I mean,
think
yeah,
he
he
does.
might stink.
I
But
think
Drew
he does.
Lock also stinks. So it's like you're just
Yeah.
taking stink for stink.
Yeah, but
And then
but you don't have to
drafting
pay-
stink
You
and
don't have to pay
JJ McCarthy.
the second stink.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, at least you know what that stink smells like. You might as well
Yeah.
see what Drew Lock stinks like. No, I get it. What was the other free agency you like?
I just want to talk about Jamar Chase's tweets yesterday.
Yeah, dude. And I
That
texted you this.
Jetta's, yeah, dude.
I texted you this. I just want everyone to
Yeah.
know. I texted the morning after chat, and we can go back with the receipts and post it on Twitter. The hour the Joe Mixon news came out, I literally texted in the morning after chat because I just don't know how cap space contract, whatever. I was like, does this mean that they're going to trade T. Higgins, cut Joe Mixon, and let Tyler Boyd walk and go all in for a Jamar and Jay Jettis like duo? And now it's catching steam. Like, I
Yeah.
might be that guy. I might be that guy.
A part of me tells me that they're just trolling, that Jamar's trolling, because they'd have to pay, like, each one of those guys is getting 30 mil a year, right? Like, minimum.
And then you do a carousel of rookie running backs every
Yeah.
4 years.
I
You
think
never
that
pay one.
I think Joe would probably have to take a little pay cut for that.
I
to
think Joe
happen.
would take a pay
I
cut
think
to
he
get
would to
both
get
of them,
those.
dude.
Yeah, I think he would too. But
I think Jamar would take a pay cut.
I think
That becomes the
I
best
honestly think
offense
that
maybe
all,
in the
I think
history of
that all
football.
3 of them would take a little less money to play with each other.
And I think that
I don't know how
offense
much less,
becomes the
but-
best offense in the history of football. Joe Burrow, Jamar
Yeah,
Chase, and
dude.
Justin Jefferson would be
I
disgusting.
texted my boys in my group chat from home, and I was like, if this happens, the league's over.
It's over.
It's done. Just
Like, it's
cancel the
over.
season. Just give them the Super
It's
Bowl.
over.
Dude, they would be disgusting. Everyone's saying that they can't do it because they're cap, but like you
Yeah,
definitely
well, that's what
can.
I was saying.
You definitely can. Like, but then the rest of your teams.
Could they not defer like
Fairly
down
good.
the road and like just go bare bones everywhere else?
No, I mean they could give him like they could convert like part of Burrow's contract into a signing bonus, I'm sure. And then
and just
open
get
up
it
a
out of the
couple
way.
like
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
like what
yeah.
Patrick Mahomes just did yesterday. Like it's opening like 21 million in cap space this year for his team.
Mm.
And honestly, like I don't know why you wouldn't do that as a quarterback. Like you
Yeah, I
just
feel
get
like that'd
all
be
your money
better.
right away, like
Yeah.
half your money right away. Like why would you not do that?
I think that's almost smarter.
Money
Unless
now
you don't
is
know how to invest
worth
it.
more than money later.
If you invest it.
No, it always is.
No,
It always is.
no, it always is. All right, should we jump to the slate?
Let's do it.
All right, we got a full slate of college basketball for you guys today. So let's get dirty. Let's get in there and let's have some fun. Let me open up the slate on my phone. I had some notes already taken. Let's open the slate. Also, guys, I'm going to try to do a better job of having chat open because I want to see what you guys are saying while we're going through the slate. But the first 2 plays were Florida State plus 4.5 and UCF with the points, or maybe UCF BYU over. Those are the 2 I had written.
I like that too.
The over or the points?
I honestly like both. I think they keep it close.
I had both written down,
And
so
they're
I
gonna
wouldn't
have
be
to with
mad with
scoring.
either. Because
So-
144 is a good over. It's not too high, not too low. That tells me there's going to be points.
Yeah.
What are you
I agree.
thinking?
I'll
Let you make the call on this one because
I
I
would
made Florida State.
rather take the points, I think.
Okay. All right. Yeah. UCF plus 6.5. I like it. UCF plus 6.5. Lock it in. All right. So here's the thing. The ACC tournament is underway. Pac-12 underway. I think Big Ten starts today as well, correct?
Mhm.
Big East starts today. I'm not touching the Rice Wichitas, the Fordham VCUs. I just don't want to do it. Because I'm not going to lie to you guys, unless I really spend some time like digging in, I just don't know enough about those teams to sit
Yeah.
here and give you guys a play that I would feel confident in. If you want a gut check, I could give you one, but I don't even want to waste my time doing that because I feel like there are better games. I think I had this game written down, and this game is a weird one to me. But if we follow the narrative that we've been preaching, it might be Notre Dame plus 9.5. It might be Notre Dame plus 9.5. However, before we get ahead of ourselves, it might be Notre Dame plus 9.5. However, they crumbled a lead away against Georgia Tech. And this Wake Forest team is much better than Notre Dame and much better than Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
9.5 points is a lot for a team that now built a little confidence in a win. But in conference tournaments, we see this all the time. Those little toilet bowl matchups that happen the day before you get like the really good games or the real teams come into play can sometimes mean nothing.
Yeah.
Like Notre Dame and Georgia Tech beating the shit out of each other probably means nothing.
Yeah, mostly.
And like
Mostly.
Notre Dame winning that game. So I feel like the gut reaction for me, at least, was let's just take Notre Dame with the points, less rest, confidence after a win. They get to play Wake Forest. But I think it's the reverse. I think it's actually Wake Forest minus 9.5 because I really don't think that Georgia Tech Notre Dame game means anything for Notre Dame and how good they are.
I really like the under in this game.
I don't hate that either.
I think Notre Dame's offense struggles big time against
Big
Wake
time.
Forest.
Big time, dude. And I don't think Wake Forest struggles at all offensively, but I don't think that Wake Forest's offensive prowess gets you to the over by yourself.
Yeah, I think that they might score 75 points, and I think Notre Dame might score like 50 something.
Which is why I like Wake Forest minus 9.5, honestly, because I just don't think like we're going to look at some toilet bowl games that I think mattered. That one I don't think matters at all because Georgia Tech and Notre Dame both fucking suck. Like they're just not good.
Yeah.
Also, shout out the PP entry that I said was going to hit smacked. James Bishop points
in the jaw.
Nemhard PRA jaw. Did he tell that? No, he just bitches.
There's no chance.
No, he just bitches. The next game, USC minus 3.5 against Washington. I'm taking Washington plus 3.5, but I will say this. I brought it up when we first stepped on. I mean, I have Washington. Spoiler alert! If you guys want to check my TikTok for a couple of views, I have Washington winning the Pac-12, and they're an underdog first game. Not what I saw
It's
coming.
a
I'll be
shit
honest with
USC
you.
team.
Yeah, it's fucking the worst USC team.
Yeah, you get 'em at
But
plus
Josh
six.
said this line was weird. Would you take USC here? I honestly like. If I knew USC was going to be the favorite going into my bracket, I don't know if I would have had Washington win it all, but I just feel like Washington struggles away from home. I know we're at neutral sites,
Yeah.
but I think this is why you're seeing USC as a favorite right now.
Do you know what I think?
What?
I think that USC might be a favorite because the books are trying to get all those squares that are jumping in on the books now that haven't watched all year
Bronny.
to bet on Bronny and USC, the trendy, cool team. I think that's why it's at that spot. It's also, I mean, obviously it's a weird line, but I think that might be what it is.
But dude, here's my thing that I'm also wondering. I haven't looked into it, but when I look at these rosters, dude, Keon Brooks and Shavir Wheeler are better than anyone USC has.
Yeah.
Is one of them has to be hurt.
Let me see.
Because there's no way. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, I didn't watch Washington's last game of the year. If one of them is even close to questionable, then this makes sense. But it could be the books trying to fool around. Because there's no one on USC that
King, Yates, Kapang. Those are the only three guys.
Yeah, dude, there's no one on USC that can clamp Keon Brooks. There's no one that can clamp Shavir Wheeler. Like, I really think Washington runs them out of the gym, and you're giving me 3 points
Yeah, it's crazy.
with a USC team that, by the way, does what Providence does and can go 6 minutes without scoring the ball.
Washington announced that their coach is done after this year, so those boys are playing for him.
Or it's the Ed Cooley situation.
See, I don't think that.
Or
that's
it's
true.
Ed Cooley situation.
If
where
he's
it's
getting
like,
fired and like not like leaving for a shit like a weird reason like he was like
cheating on his wife.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. But if he's leaving because he's getting fired, like these guys are gonna want to play for him.
All the more reason. And that
Yeah.
might be why Vegas is saying that. Oh, he's
Yeah.
done this year. Maybe the
Yeah, maybe
maybe
they
the
just give up,
oxygen's
yeah.
out. But dude, I don't know. I just feel like I
Full
love
of
this
seniors.
Washington team.
Team full of seniors.
Like, I don't see this Washington team bowing out in the first round
No, they
against
definitely
USC.
don't. No chance.
Like, that's why I have them winning the Pac-12. Like, this Washington team on any night can beat any team in the Pac-12, and I think the Pac-12 is like that. Any conference tournament's like that. But dude, USC does not deserve this much respect.
No.
And I'd rather lose my ass on, and we've talked about it. I'd rather lose my ass on Washington than bet on USC and be fooled.
Yeah.
And be fooled, which is what could happen. And I don't want to be fooled. I'm not like, that's not happening to me. Scared of the Johnnies at all tomorrow. Big SHU fan, feel a bit worried. I have Seton Hall winning the Big East, not worried at all. And I'll tell you exactly why. Shaheen Holloway in March, when he has a group of guys that want to play for him, is one of the most dangerous men on the planet. And you're going to see it this year. You saw with St. Peter's. You saw it. Didn't he make the tournament last year and they won the first round?
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Yeah, dude. Like, this is not a guy you want to play with in March. Shaheen Holloway, not a guy you want to play with in March. So yeah, no, not scared at all. Oklahoma plus 5.5 or 3.5 against TCU. I'll take Oklahoma with the points here. I don't think this is going to be a full unit play. I'll be honest. I just feel like Josh and I are kind of on the same page. I think TCU is a little fraudulent, and Oklahoma away from home has been horrendous. TCU away from home, I feel like, has gotten a couple good wins. So when you look at a neutral site, you try to figure out who's going to have the edge there. I'd rather just take the points in matchups like this.
Mhm.
I would just feel
Where
more comfortable
anything can
taking the
happen.
points in matchup. Yeah, where anything can happen. A second half run, JV McCollum goes crazy. Like,
Mhm.
you just never know. I'd rather take the points
Yeah.
in something like this, right? I just feel like I'll take the 5. I'll take the 3.5 with Oklahoma against TCU. It's Butler money line against Xavier in the Garden, in the gooey Garden. It's the Butler Bulldogs. This Butler team's playing better than Xavier going into the tournament. I think this Butler team is better than this Xavier team going into the tournament, and I'll take Butler in the tournament against Xavier. Keep in mind, the Big East tournament gets weird. Okay, so when I talk about toilet bowl games, this is considered a toilet bowl game. This game, the Providence game, these are toilet bowl games. But this is a toilet bowl game where don't let a Butler beating an Xavier or an Xavier beating a Butler fool you and think that they're just going to get knocked out in the next round. Either of these teams could go on a run after a win like this. This is a good win for either team. And I'll be honest, I don't think there's a bad bet on either side. If you bet Xavier, I don't think that's a bad bet. I'm going to be on Butler, but I don't think Xavier's a bad bet in this spot either. This is you look at the game, you make the decision, but I'm going to be on Butler because I think Butler's a better team. And I don't think anyone on Xavier can stop DJ Davis if he gets hot.
Yeah.
If he's cold, close your eyes and change the channel. That's where we're at with that.
I kind of like the over in that game.
I don't hate the over in that game
like that
either.
over.
I like that over too. Both teams play quick. They got if Olivari's on for Xavier, that's a long night for Butler. And I think they could both go back and forth 100%. Oregon State, UCLA. Give me Oregon State plus 5.5. I just hate UCLA. I just hate them. Like, I got nothing for you. I'm not even going to look into that game. I love Jordan Pope on Oregon State. I don't think anyone on UCLA can stop Jordan Pope on Oregon State. And I'll take the points with Oregon State. I'll take the beef.
It's a low total.
I'll take the beef. Yeah, low total, close spread.
Yeah.
Give me 5.5 points.
Take it.
Like, UCLA is not good enough to be a 5.5 point favorite. And if they beat Oregon State by more than 5.5, I'll take the one on the chin. Pause. Rutgers, Maryland. Josh, I want you to take this one because I don't want to talk about it, but I feel like we have to talk about it. Because we picked the winner in our bracket yesterday, or my bracket yesterday.
Why is it not on this app?
It's 3.5. Maryland's favored. And Maryland has been moose shit.
Yeah, they have.
But Rutgers is maybe worse.
Dude, I don't know why it's not on here, but I think we rip Rutgers.
Yep, that is exactly why I'm thinking this, and I'll tell you why. I've been a Seton Hall fan my whole life. Kevin Willard revived the program, so I'm a massive Kevin Willard fan. But if there's one thing that I know about Kevin Willard and Kevin Willard teams, is that when they start struggling, they don't have the mental strength to turn the ship.
Mm.
And they have been 5.5 point favorites at home to end the year, losing outright. 6.5 point favorites at home, losing outright. Plus 3.5 at home, plus 2.5 on the road, losing by 9. Kevin Willard has a bad habit of letting things compound. And I think going into a Big Ten tournament where you're not winning big games, you're not winning at home, now you got to go play a gritty Rutgers team. I'd rather take the points with Rutgers than trust Maryland to get me a big win. And if Maryland gets a big win, Kevin Willard is also really good at, all right, let's snap in now and let's go. Let's lock in and let's make a run. But he's normally very bad at letting things compound and not being able to get out of a rut. And Maryland's in a rut right now. And this Rutgers team, they're just gritty, man. They just want to punch you in the face and they want to brawl all game. So I'll take Rutgers plus 3.5 for sure. Providence minus 9.5 is a mega max. Ed Cooley can suck me from the back. We're going to beat the shit out of them, especially in the Garden. Devin Carter points is a mega max.
You got to love this. You give him 3 times. You got to love this.
Yeah. Like, I love it. And especially if Kim English beats Ed Cooley in the Garden. Oh my God.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
If he goes 3-0 against Ed Cooley and the last one is in the Garden, like, that is literally.
Weren't you at the tournament one time? I remember you at the Garden one time.
I used to go every year.
Did you?
Yeah.
I remember you calling in on stream like maybe 2 years ago. At the tournament. Calling it on Surge. Yeah.
I think it was when Butler was playing.
Well, yeah, it was.
When Chuck Harris was there, and I was like, I'm on Chuck Harris point. I think I told him to take Providence that day, and we got smizoked by UConn, if I remember correctly. But yeah, no, dude, I used to go to the Big. I got invited to go this year. I go to the Big East tournament every year. It's been going on from when it was Notre Dame, Syracuse, West Virginia, South Florida in the Big East. Like, I used to go to that Big East tournament too. I was there when Cardiac Kemba hit that step back on the Pitt Center. Yeah.
That's awesome.
But I was like 12 years old and like they gave out these little Geico dogs. And I was like so amped to have one. And it was so late because that was the championship game. It's at night.
Yeah.
And dude, I was sitting there like not really understanding. Like, obviously big college basketball guy. When he hit that step back, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah,
that was the sickest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
And like the center fucking like hit one of those, and it was like, dude, like you literally get fucked. Holy shit. The next game I want to talk about, Vanderbilt, Arkansas. You're the SEC guy. What are you doing?
I think you take Arkansas. I think they might figure it out a little bit in this
6.5,
tournament.
you think so?
Yeah,
Mush?
I think they might figure it out a little bit in this tournament.
Mush?
Yeah, Mush does love Arkansas. That's why. That might be why you think.
Does he love Arkansas?
I
haven't even seen that he loves Arkansas.
He loves them. Well, I don't know about this year, but he loved them last year. I assume that he just.
But you think the Muss bus turns it around? I don't know.
think so.
Vandy is kind of getting sneaky at the end.
Dude,
with
okay,
spreads.
so I think that Arkansas is just a team. Like, Muss is a guy that can get these guys up.
I
for
agree.
This tournament. Like,
I agree.
Like, I mean, they've been playing shitty, obviously, this entire year in the SEC, but they can do it today. They can do it. Vandy is just a dog shit. We almost beat Vanderbilt. Yeah, we should have beat Vanderbilt. We also almost beat Arkansas. I watched both those games extensively.
That's a miss.
I'm going to watch the replay of both those games. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. But Arkansas is a much better team. I mean, their players are just way scarier, score better. I don't know. Vandy sucks.
Vandy's not good. No,
and there's a lot of points, though. Like, I don't know. I feel like it should be like 4.5.
I know that's what I'm saying, dude. 6 is kind of makes me want to take Arkansas. Yeah, I don't know. And like, dude, if Muss figures it out, they do have a roster.
No, they
like
have
they're
the
just an
guys, that's the thing.
underperforming team.
They
Like
have
I
the
think
guys.
that's the frustrating part about this
They
Arkansas
have
squad.
the guys.
Kansas State, Texas, do yourself a favor. Just don't even watch that. Why would you waste your time? There's no reason for you to watch that game unless you're betting on it. And I wouldn't even suggest betting on it. Like I wouldn't even watch that game.
That is gross.
NC State, Syracuse. My legacy is on the line.
It is.
My content legacy is on the line, man.
Their favorite.
I'm just out here making content, dude. Give me the Syracuse Orange Men by fucking 1,000 because they're winning the ACC tournament. And you're going to sit down and you're going to watch what I've been saying since we started this show, Josh, and I know you've heard it at least 10 times. They have the best backcourt in college basketball.
Yeah.
Judah Mintz and JJ Starling are the best backcourt in college basketball. You want to know why Syracuse loses games? Because they can't rebound the ball and their big men might have rocks in their brains. But when you watch this team play, there is no team in the country that can match up against Judah Mintz and JJ Starling. Not a single one. Not a single team can match up against those two and stop them all night. You can't. Physically impossible. Which is why I took Syracuse to win the ACC, because if those two get hot in March, it's fucking over. Because March is a guard month.
Yeah.
Guards win March. That's why Purdue can't get over the hump. That's why Arizona can't get over the hump. Because when you prioritize big men, you don't win in March. Because guards win March. And Syracuse is the two best guards in the country that play together. You can't stop either of them. So give me Syracuse over NC State. Moving on. Penn State beats Michigan, but if Doug McDaniel's on that PP board, you take his points. Okay? You take his points, but Penn State beats Michigan and covers. Villanova's minus 24.5, Josh. Holy shit. And Villanova hasn't covered their last 4 spreads. Is today the day
You take Nova.
that they just like melt the face off?
I think DePaul goes down 10 in this game early, and they're just like, yeah, the season's done.
Yeah, season's over.
That's
Chalk it early.
That's what's gonna happen.
Chalk it early.
Those kids got no heart.
Stanford, Cal, 2 teams that you've bet on religiously, 2 teams that have been the plan B multiple times. I want you to tell me what's happening.
I think we're gonna go back to this. The over in this matchup. I think
Wow.
we might have taken it all 3
I
times. they
love
played.
that,
I think we might have
Josh.
taken it all 3 times they played.
Josh, I love that.
I want to take the over in that.
Holy
game.
fuck, I
Close
love that,
spread.
Josh.
I mean, both these teams will be playing for their lives, obviously. Hopefully, get some fouls. We probably get like 15 points the last couple minutes.
I actually love that.
I like that.
I love that because it's going to be a close game either way.
Yeah.
Might be overtime potentials
Yeah.
in this game. You take Cincinnati to beat Kansas. They're done. Air's out of the tires. They're done. I have Cincinnati beating Kansas in my bracket.
That's crazy.
And Cincinnati's the favorite. Give me Cincinnati to beat
Dude, how
Kansas.
is KU the dog?
Dickinson's out. Shoulder done.
Oh, he's
Blown.
out. I didn't know that.
Shoulders.
That-
I think
that-
dislocated shoulder.
Dude, he's honestly like,
And he's moose.
yeah,
kid
I don't
fucking
think
sucks.
that. Yeah, I
Should
don't
have just
like
stayed
him
at
that
Michigan
much.
and been like a good Michigan player instead of going to Kansas and everyone being like, he's not even that good.
Yeah.
You take Cincinnati here to beat Kansas. And I'm going to shock the world here, Josh. I'm going to shock the world here. Missouri gets their first win of the season. In the SEC tournament. I'm not even kidding.
Dude, I think the
A
same
2.5
thing. I
point
just can't say
spread,
it. No,
dude.
they're gonna win.
And you're in the Mizzou black and gold today?
Yeah, they're gonna win, but I can't tell you guys to bet on them because they're so fucking bad.
You know, this is a do not bet game, but if Missouri wins, I'm coming on here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Busting.
Yeah.
If they don't win, I'm not saying a word about the game.
Carmen's in here. She said M-I-Z-Z-O-U.
Dude, like I think it's your day. Like
Yeah,
I don't know
it might
why,
be.
but this just feels like a game where Nick Honor gets up. Like this is a Nick Honor gets up game.
Has 7 threes in the first
Yeah,
half.
dude.
Yeah.
Just for no reason, he is just
Yeah.
on his shit.
Dude, you sent me
Dude, they're in the
that
locker room, like-
TikTok yesterday. Were those kids like in like basketball players?
I think they play for Tennessee.
I was gonna. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Those guys. All right, so I'll explain what happened. Mikey
Yeah.
sent me a TikTok, and this dude was asked the question, "Who in the SEC is gonna make a run that no one expects?" And he said Missouri. And I told Mikey that dude needs to go get his brain checked. But he might be right.
But he
At
might
least
be
for
right,
one
dude.
game.
Man,
At
he
least
was
for
just
one-
saying like surprise people. Like there's no real surprise in the SEC, but like Mizzou could surprise someone because they just come out.
Yeah,
and
because
they
they can just
fight.
win. If they win one game, they surprise people.
Yeah,
That's
literally.
what
Like,
they would
one
do.
win is a surprise. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I do not want you to judge me for the next 2 games.
Okay.
But we're taking BC again plus 7.5. This is a perfect system. This is a perfect system. BC sharpens the teeth against Miami, proves that they're the real deal. I don't think Miami's very good, but you know what they did? They beat the shit out of them. Unlike that Georgia Tech game with Notre Dame, if you want to prove that you're a good team, you beat the shit out of bad teams. Miami's a bad team. BC dismantles them, beat the shit out of them. That tells me, that proves everything to me. Because good teams beat down on bad teams. You prove how good you are when you play a bad team, and then you play a good team and you show them you can hang. And that's what you do. I feel like that's the ones and twos. BC did that. So they've now become a system going into the next round playing a Clemson team that I haven't been high on at all this year. And I think they match up phenomenally with Clemson. PJ Hall might have a day. And if he does, tip the cap. BC is going to get their doors blown off in GTA. But I don't see that happening. 7.5 points. We saw a Wagner plus 8.5 went outright yesterday. So I'll take 7.5 points with BC. That, by the way, beat the shit out of Miami. Now we get confidence going into Clemson. I don't think anyone in that building is worried about Clemson.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think if you're the head coach, you're going, all right, boys, we got to, like, it's Clemson Tigers. Like, it's like, no, let's fucking, now we get another body in the back in GTA and we fucking go.
Yeah.
So I like BC plus 7.5 here. We are riding Montana State in the final. Close it out.
+6.
+6.
It's crazy that we've been riding these two teams. They made it.
And they
We
made
both
it.
Made
Dude,
it.
we got the Montana Civil War. Give me Montana State +6.5. We've ridden them the whole tournament. We're riding them till the end. Give me Utah -5.5. I just hate Arizona State, dude. I bet on Washington to beat them in that one parlay. I don't know if you remember that. But that kid Perez might be my least favorite basketball player in the country. Dude. Like, he is so annoying. And like,
is that the dude that Krabs hates too?
Yeah, he takes his lesson. Dude, like that kid is the most annoying kid in college basketball.
sucks.
Like, he really thinks he's him, and he's shooting, I think, 33% from the free throw line this year. Dude, he was talking so much shit, and they went into overtime, and he went over to the scorer's table, and he said, "We're winning this game." Had a chance to ice the game from the free throw line. I think he took 4 free throws in overtime. He went 1 for 3. Like, you are a bot.
That's bad.
A dork bot. So now I want to fade him. So Utah -5.5. But again, that is a play, guys, where when we come back tomorrow, Utah is not a mega. Like, when I say that's why I'm fading Arizona State.
He quit the team. People are saying he quit the team.
Because Krabs was fading him?
He must have been.
Because Krabs was fading him?
That's actually
Dude, because I would have hated
funny.
him too if I was in the locker room.
That's actually so funny.
Oh my God, that's even better.
He's going
He quit
pro.
the team to go pro.
Yeah, like
Because he wants to get in before like the actual prospects are ready.
yeah.
It's like, dude, I'll fill in a roster spot right now.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
That's actually,
Dude, if I look at his stats, like quit after the USC game, that's fucking hysterical.
speaking of Arizona State, did you see who Missouri got from there?
No.
The quarterback? You got Drew Pine.
Oh, no way.
He's gonna be our backup.
That is,
dude. He has
so weird.
3 more years of eligibility.
That's crazy to me.
He's been in college
Forever.
for like
Ever.
forever since I've been in college.
Drew
He's been in
Pine,
college.
that's nuts that he's
Yeah.
got 3 years.
It's kind of
left.
funny though. It's
I mean,
a funny
that's-
move.
I mean, yeah, it's great. I love
We
it.
don't have to talk about it, but I just want to let you know.
No, but that's
Yeah,
just
Drew Pine.
hysterical that
Yeah.
he's still in college.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to give you guys my favorite 5 that I really like today. I think Wake -9.5 is going to be in there. Washington +3.5 is in there. Butler money line is in there. Providence -9.5 is in there tentatively. But again, I'll say it every time I ask you guys to bet on Providence. You don't have to tail that one. Okay. I bet on Providence every time they play, but it is Georgetown. It is the Garden. I wouldn't be shocked if Georgetown got up for this game and we won by 2 or 3. Okay. But I do think Devin Carter, goodbye season in the Garden. We beat the shit out of Georgetown. They can't stop Oduro. I'll take 9.5. I also love Syracuse money line. That's a mega. Fairfield -4.5. Didn't realize they were on the board. Give me the Stags. Fairfield -4.5. I fucking love Fairfield this year. And I don't think Iona is going to be able to stop them. Bryson Goodine, Providence alum, 6th man of the year in that conference. So I'm going to shout it out for him. We're going to try to get him on the show. Actually, we've been DMing a couple times. Josh, Arkansas -6.5. Love that. Cincinnati to beat Kansas. Not going to put that on the favorites, but it's going to happen. I just don't want to be fooled because Kansas still has really great players. I think it might be a little bit of overreaction that just because Dickinson is out, Cincinnati's a fucking favorite. I love Boston College +7.5. I love Montana State +6.5. And I might love Arizona State now that Perez is gone because I feel like he makes a lot of mistakes and I wouldn't be shocked.
They probably, And if they actually hate that kid, they're gonna want to win in spite of him.
Yeah, like fuck
For
that
sure.
shit. And especially to go pro, dude. We
Yeah.
have like 3 games left. Like
Yeah,
just hang
relax.
around.
Like we could have one game left.
Like literally,
one
this
game.
could be the last game.
Yeah.
And you could have played. Like
Yeah,
what
you're
if
not
I
going to the
can-
tournament? Like
It might be Arizona State +5.
it might be honestly.
Like for that narrative alone, it
Yeah,
might be
it might
Arizona
be.
State. You get a cancer out of the locker room because if he's leaving to go pro, like they're like, dude, you ain't shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
Win without me.
Yeah.
It might be Arizona State. Leave the points at the door. Win without him.
McCullers out for Kansas as well.
Oh yeah, Cincinnati's a new
Yeah.
job. Yeah.
Dude,
Okay,
that's a
at Cincinnati
weird
to the
spread,
favorites.
though.
Yeah, but dude, it's Kansas though. They got guys. Johnny
Yeah,
Furphy.
true, yeah.
He's a guy. But yeah, give me Cincinnati then. I like Cincinnati in the favorites. We'll put Cincinnati in the favorites. That's the slate. You want a quick NBA card, and then we'll get you guys a BTL. Should we do it? 4 plays from the NBA every day. Oh, your NBA play.
I need it.
Yeah, get on the soapbox.
My NBA play is the Chicago Bulls
Okay.
and the Indiana Pacers over.
Oh, we got a
Anytime
classic
these
system.
two play, it soars.
Classic
So
system.
we're taking it.
It's a classic system. All right, my 4 today. The Heat +3.5 at home against the Denver Nuggets. The Mavericks -7.5 at home against the Warriors. The Kings +2.5 at home. They just beat the Bucks. Stay at home. Bring the Lakers into town. Beat their ass bad. And then why don't you go ahead and give me the Trailblazers +3.5. I feel like they've been getting weird, and I'm not shy to take the worst teams in the NBA to cover a spread because it's not college basketball. Wanted to apologize for running into BTL's time again. If you stay right here on the stream, you get the BTL boys. They're going to go through the whole college basketball board. They're the sharp report, and they've been fucking red hot. Also, Chelly is back. POD smacked yesterday, so make sure you guys tap in on the Chelly PODs. I heard Lauren might be getting back into the college basketball PP game, Prize Picks game, so tap in with that. You already know what to do with Trent. I feel like I don't need to do much with that one. But you stay right here. We got BTL coming up next. You don't even have to change the stream. We got you all day. I promise. Let's go have a Legacy Wednesday. As always, one step forward for me every day. It gets easier every time we do it.
I got to tell you something.
Uh-oh. The BTL boys. What's up?
The New York Jets just traded for Morgan Moses, offensive tackle from the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, let's go.
Huge.
What did we give up? Couple picks?
You got Moses in a 4th round pick, and you gave up a 4th round pick and a 6th round pick. You moved back in the 4th round and gave up a 6th rounder.
Let's
Not
go.
bad at all.
Are we just taking the Ravens' whole offensive line?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Does
Who
that all
cares?
Joe Douglas knows how to do?
Yeah, I
is
mean,
just
dude, but
grab
still,
Ravens guys?
You're
No,
getting better. You're getting better.
Hey, man.
He is 33 years old. So
Yeah, I mean, so the
got a
other
couple
guy,
years
the other
now.
guy that the left tackle we picked up off them is also like in his 30s, and he had like the most flags of all left tackles.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what we're doing, but we're getting better. We're getting better. We're getting better. Yeah, guys, I don't want to remember any of these signings until opening day. I want to just dry rip opening day and just like realize how many guys we got that are new. Like that's it. That's what I'm going to do for the Jets this year. All right, you stay right there. We got the BTL boys coming up next. You don't even have to turn the stream off. They're going to go through the whole college basketball board. They're going to go through the whole NHL board. They're going to go through the whole NBA board. And you're going to get a different experience. So just stay right there for me. And let's go have a Wednesday. Shout out the Book It Sports community. You guys are the best in the game. And I might be standing on